How much longer will LeBron play in the NBA, and how much longer will it be for the Lakers? What's up, y'all? I'm Kyle Downey. This is the Sports Download. So, LeBron was talking over the All-Star weekend. It's kind of a yearly tradition at this point where he's got some stuff to say. They asked him about, what about the discussed trade with, the Warriors trying to trade for you and things like that. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know. I found out about it. I found out about it at the same time as y'all." We don't believe you, LeBron. I love you, bro. I love you, Bron, but we don't believe you. I know you're capping on that one, bro. Obviously, LeBron knew about it because he had to know about it, right? Or he had LeBron had to have known about it before we did, because in the articles that came out, it was said that they reached out to LeBron's representation. So I'm sure that Rich Paul, LeBron's representation, had to ask him about this. Like, do you want to go to Golden State? So LeBron said that he's not sure how much he has left in the league. He knows that it's it's not much longer. It's maybe a few more, and that he's not sure if he's going to be a Laker. But he said that he's loved being a Laker these past 5 years, almost six, and he said he's loved being a Laker, and he said that he wants to be a Laker, but not sure what the future holds. And then he said, "We'll see." So people have different opinions about this. I think that LeBron is going to retire a Laker, and I think that he does love being a Laker. He does love being in LA, and now his family's here, and Bronny's playing in USC and all that. And some people might not like I don't like the uneasiness, to be honest, as a fan, because I want LeBron to stay a Laker because he's really, really damn good still. He's a top 10 player, and I'd love to see him retire a Laker. I just think that's beautiful. Um, but I completely understand him trying to hold on to whatever leverage he has by saying, we'll see, or I'm not sure if I'll be a Laker. I completely understand, because he's been here 5 years and there's been some flameouts. The Russell Westbrook decision, that was his decision as well, but he kind of copped to that through leaks saying, my bad. Like, that was not just his decision though. The Westbrook decision was not just LeBron. That was Pelinka. Pelinka loves stars. The Lakers love stars. That was not just LeBron. But I don't want to dive into the Westbrook thing of it all, because that's a rabbit hole that we can go down, and I've talked about it before. But so the Westbrook thing happened. There's been times where they could have made moves and they didn't. Like the offseason leading into last year's season, they didn't trade Russ, and then they got a good deal done last year. And then this offseason, they didn't do much, but it was understandable. But they did make a miscue, as it turns out, that Anthony Irwin pointed out, where they didn't hold on to Bamba and Beasley, and they could have used that as extra salary. And yes, the trade market kind of froze up and became very much a seller's market. But the Lakers have not handled their end of the deal perfectly. And as far as the basketball, what LeBron is, his main job is to play basketball. He's held up his end of the bargain. He's been an all-star every year. He only got hurt. He got hurt one year, the first year that, obviously that sucks. And then he got hurt another year, but you can't help his health. But he's been playing at an elite level. 2020, he was still the best player alive. And then the following year, he was still great. 2022, still great. Last year, still great. And then he unfortunately got injured, so he wasn't completely himself. And then this year, still really freaking great. So as far as his end of the bargain, he's held his end of the bargain quite well. Still balling, still just 27, or whatever he's averaging, 20. He's averaging like 25, 6 and 7, or whatever the case may be. He is still playing at an elite level. So the Lakers have not held their end of the bargain. They just haven't. They haven't supported LeBron the right way every year. They haven't. And honestly, the Russ trade, they should have vetoed that one. They should have said, no, this doesn't work. this doesn't seem like a good idea. We'll build around the margins instead. And they didn't. They should have done that, and they didn't. And there's a lot of things they should have done. If they were gonna trade for Russ, they should have absolutely kept Alex Caruso. That was a silly mistake. That was not smart. And just so many things, so many mistakes that led them to this point where yes, they went to the Western Conference Finals last year, but had they not blown up the team for Russ, who knows how that goes on Earth 2. You know what I mean? In a different reality, who knows how that goes. So I completely understand LeBron wanting to hold on a little bit of leverage. Look, he probably will stay a Laker, but if he just straight up says that, it doesn't benefit him because he has a player option this year, so it's his decision whether he wants to pick that up, whether he wants to restructure. I remember Woj came out with the article about the trade happening, or the trade inquiry that the Warriors made for LeBron, and then it was something about, LeBron would be interested in opting out and possibly getting a raise and signing a new contract. And that's probably going to be the deal. That's probably going to be the case. LeBron definitely wants to stay in LA, but he also wants to win a championship. And this is what's frustrating for me as a Lakers fan is like, don't the Lakers want to win a championship? Like, don't you want to get LeBron and AD the best possible chance to get him a championship? Like, it's just very frustrating. So this summer is going to be very critical, and I completely, again, understand LeBron where he's coming from, where he's trying to hold on to a little bit of leverage. Because the Lakers, this is very critical. You're going to have LeBron for maybe a couple more seasons. Who knows? Maybe 3. Maybe he plays 3 more years. You need to capitalize on this window. He's a medical marvel that he's still competing at the level he's still competing. That thank goodness, knock on wood, he hasn't had. He's still healthy. He's playing at a high level. He has some sort of ankle issue that he that he might not be able to play against the Warriors, which we'll see if he plays against the Warriors. I think he will. But LeBron is playing at a high level. He's healthy. The Lakers have a very important summer coming up, as I feel like a lot of these summers with LeBron have been very important. They need to figure out what they're going to do. They're rumored trying to get Trae Young. They're rumored that they're trying to get Donovan Mitchell. I don't want Trae Young. I've heard he's not fun to work with. And honestly, he's not. He's a streaky shooter kind of, and he plays zero defense. Really good player, just not sure I want him on my team. And Donovan Mitchell, I would love to have him, but he stepped up his game defensively. He's having a hell of a year, but he's looking to probably go to New York. He's been wanting to go to New York. It's been rumored that he's been wanting to go to New York for a few years now. So unless he would love to come to LA and he switches up the coast, if he wants to come to LA, then yes, I would love Donovan Mitchell. Other than that, I would see if Mikal Bridges is possibly available. I saw that the Nets fired Jacques Vaughn today on Monday. So if Mikal Bridges is possibly available for trade, I would look to move maybe a couple picks for that and see whatever other role players they could get. He's not quite a star yet, but he's a very good player. Him and Austin Reeves are friends from their time in FIBA this past summer. I just think I would go for like a Mikal Bridges better and kind of build around the team and not get a third star where you don't have enough money or salary cap for the rest of the role players, the rest of the team, because LeBron and AD won a championship with just them as the superstars, and then a very, very good cast of role players around them. For more content, follow me on TikTok and YouTube at The Sports Download. And tell your family and friends as well. Peace.